Welcome to the Daily Jerry Anderson podcast, which today comments upon the sudden change that has come over his environs. Workmen have broken into the studio during the weekend and spontaneously decorated it using the blandest of colours.
That's grey too as well. I'll stand beside the wall and I'll be the same colour.
Sorry, the programme started. Hello?
Hello, yes.
Hello, I'm just telling you, the programme started now. Maybe perhaps you should listen.
Yeah.
Because maybe perhaps something that I will say will have some relevance to maybe some of the calls you're having. And maybe perhaps it's nice to hear what's going on because, you know, after all, you do work in the programme.
Well,
I think it's important to listen to it when it starts because I
Right.
may have said something interesting. I may have said something that maybe perhaps someone ringing up may refer to. And what are you going to say? Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. I was talking about the colour of the wall.
Oh, well, I'll ask you then.
I've noticed it.
It's awful.
It's terrible. I don't like it. People have been in over the weekend.
People have been over the refurbs or
They've refurbished the studio.
And it's
Do you know the
awful.
mood is wrong?
It's all
The mood-
grey
do you know the way
and
it was
drab.
always? Do you know the way it was all dirty before? Now it's
Yeah.
clean. I don't like things
No, it's-
clean. You know how dirty.
I'm arguing. What colour is that?
I don't know. I'm colourblind.
What colour do you think? That's what I'm arguing with
It's
Emma.
grey.
It's grey. It's what I says too. It's grey. It's an old
No, there's-
bland
hold on,
grey.
there's-
And there's a dark green, which is nice.
Dark green.
I like that green, but that's an old bland grey
I mean, for how do
colour.
you expect me to be inspired in
And
here?
this is-
Surrounded by greyness. You're bad enough with your jumpers.
Oh,
You know,
it's
and
awful.
your grey jumpers, and now we've got this greyness. What are you trying to do? Grind me down?
know.
Trying to kill my spirit?
It's dreadful.
Anyway.
Anyway, how are you supposed to work under these
How you,
conditions?
you've never done it. You've never done it anyway.
It's awful.
Well, how am I supposed to sparkle in here?
Yes, exactly.
Surrounded by greyness.
I mean, I believe it.
How
Look,
am I supposed to sparkle?
you're wearing a grey polo neck.
I know, but that's different.
I'm wearing a grey cardigan,
I know.
and we're just part of the old walls.
We're just merging into the walls.
Yeah.
Soon people won't see us at all. And then they'll stop
dreadful.
paying us because we won't think we're here. Carlos Interruptus has discovered a new word and is anxious to share his discovery with the world. Trouble is, the word is not new to the world or to the presenter, who knows what it really means.
I came up with a great word yesterday.
Come on,
to
give us it.
myself.
What is
A
it?
word I haven't used in a long.
Have you invented this word, or is it in Webster's dictionary?
No. It's a word. It just came out of me, tumbled out of me.
I'm afraid to ask what it is.
I was cutting a piece of homemade scone.
Why didn't you just say bread? Why did you say homemade scone? You just want to appear swanky, don't
No,
you?
because it was scone.
All right then, just
was-
say piece of bread. Can you not just say bread?
It was a scone that was left in.
Homemade. All right, doesn't matter.
I left
Right.
it to reception for me.
Okay, right.
I just
Oh,
wanted-
reception.
yes, and I want to acknowledge the fact that I had it and I ate it and it was nice.
Thank you for sharing it.
Okay, and that's
Okay.
on Friday,
Yes,
and I was cutting a piece of the scone
yes,
for my tea last night.
yes.
Oh, right. And I cut it too thick. And that's when the word came out. And I said, I haven't heard that word in a long time.
Start with F.
No.
What?
I said, that's a big melder. I've cut a big melder. I says, I haven't used that word in a long, long time. Did you ever have a big melder?
I refuse to answer that on the grounds that you may not know exactly what the word melder means. I think we should move on.
No.
Look, please.
I know what you're thinking.
I know,
No,
but that's the context.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's what
No,
you
you
think.
forgot what it meant.
I think you're right.
You're absolutely right. Of course it's a big melder. A dog walked away from a big melder.
I forgot.
You forgot what it was.
forgot what it was.
Introducing filth into this programme, and I thought it was going to be something wholesome. Emma, put your fingers in your ears. He's like that today. A big melder.
That's right.
Well, thank you for that.
I forgot all about the word.
Yes, you see, you thought it was a new word, but you didn't realise I knew what it meant.
That's right.
Stop it now. Don't be doing that again. Think before you bring words up. Carlos Interruptus has announced that Hitler lived on in Argentina after the Second World War. A great surprise to the presenter, and presumably to every historian who ever lived to sweep a cobweb from a weighty tome. Tomorrow, we hear from an elderly President Kennedy and a 70-year-old John Lennon, who will tell us why the Beatles broke up. I've found this book is called Traditional Weather Signs. Have you seen this?
No.
Have you seen this?
No.
I'm looking at it. It's very interesting, considering the weather we're having today. Now, I don't know what it's like in the rest of the province. Can we say that? Province? Do we say province? Or do we say Northern Ireland?
Why can't you?
What's the situation?
Do you say Northern Ireland? Six counties?
See the new book out now that claims now that Hitler survived the bunker? You see it? Yeah. And lived to he was an elderly man in Argentina and fathered a child in 1945 and she is still alive.
What's her name?
I don't know, honestly.
Grania Hitler?
No, they've got evidence.
Ah, wait up. They've been talking about it every once in a while.
No, they have
This
not.
fella trying to sell a book. Hitler, for God's sake.
Well, go on. You're accepting the fact that that was him in the bunker.
Yeah. There's forensic evidence.
No, the forensic it's been proven wrong.
All right, then. Okay,
All right.
Don't be getting so
I
excited.
am, but you're
doesn't
just saying
matter.
bad.
No, because it's well established that Hitler died. You know,
No,
with,
it's not.
Eva Braun.
That is
Her
not.
and the hairdresser.
That is not.
The hairdryer. But he killed himself with a hairdryer. Anyway,
Every time you see a hairdryer, you think about that.
Eva
don't you?
Braun, yeah. Anyway, listen, this is no way to run a programme. A caller postulates that Harry Hill isn't funny. I resent Harry Hill for stealing the name of the bandmaster and the music man. He deserved better. Now follows the usual discussion about what we Irish find funny, which is generally nothing that is essentially English. Harry Hill is not Mr. Pastry. I mentioned the other day that
Yes.
Harry Hill reminded me of Mr. Pastry, his facial expressions. But he's more like a poor man's Harry Worth. Would you think that's possibly... A lot of people don't know. A lot of people listening would not know who Harry Worth is.
Harry Worth.
No.
Harry Worth's good. Yes, Harry Worth to me, I can see something rather than Mr. Pastry.
I still on occasion amuse my grandchildren with my half-image in corner glass shop windows. That's what Harry Worth used to do, he used to put his leg up.
Yeah.
Beside out, and then looked like his two legs went up. Both legs apparently raised off the ground. I liked Harry Worth, but failed to raise a titter to Harry Hill. English humour is as far removed from our dry Gaelic and sometimes cruel wit as American humour is from anything else likely to raise a smile. Yeah, English humour is a very strange thing. A lot of people... I mean, I never got Blackadder.
Oh, God, no.
Never
no,
got Blackadder.
Never.
Nor did I ever get the young ones.
No.
Nor did I ever get Sorry. And then
No, what was Sorry? Sorry, was that... I loved that. I got that now.
I never got that.
Roddy Corbett.
I never got that.
I
And
loved that.
I kind of get Harry Hill.
No.
I get the things he does, but not the way he does them. It's an English thing, you know.
I don't.
We're a wee bit immune to it, and I don't mean to be nasty here, but we're a wee bit immune to that. We've got a certain sense of humour which is not the same.
But did you get? That was the week that was.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I got that.
yeah, but that was satire.
I
you know,
like that.
plain and simple.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that was a breakthrough at
Yeah.
the time. That's 50 years ago.
I know. I like
No,
that.
but what English comment? What English comment?
Well, I didn't like. You know, the situation things with.
City, what's a situation?
No, my friend next door or my wife next. No, those
The Good Life?
No,
That kind of
that
thing?
sort of thing.
I never got
and
that.
the vicar of.
Oh, the
this,
Vicar of Dibley?
and things
Even the
like
Vicar of Dibley? I could never get any of that.
can't, I
I
didn't.
switch all that off. A caller takes the presenter to task, apparently is not fulfilling his brief, which is to assiduously cater to the tastes of the listeners. The presenter explains that this has nothing to do with him, that kind of thing being best left to the likes of Hugo.
Good morning, Jerry.
How are you today?
Well, I was fine until I turned your show on.
What seemed to be the trouble?
It is absolutely diabolical, that music.
It is,
it
isn't
used
it?
to be, Jerry, I looked forward to the Anderson show every morning while I was doing my housework.
I've changed.
You can tell me you have. What age of an audience do you think you're catering for?
I don't know what I'm doing. You know,
You don't know. Well, I'm in my mid-60s, and I'm not the only one. Everybody's moaning about it, but nobody seems to ring you.
I know.
When Sean Coyle is on, fantastic.
Yeah, right.
Now, I know you might like to cater for the young ones that lie in their bed all day.
No,
Well,
I'll
you could do that, but think
unfair,
about older ones.
unfair to the young people. No, I'll tell you what's wrong with me. I'm going through a bit of a... I think I'm going through a second childhood. You see,
You must be, or else you're taking leave of your senses, one or the other.
now let me tell you, I have to explain something about me, and Mr. Collin, you know this already, that I have to be true to myself.
You're what?
I have to be true to myself.
True to yourself?
Yeah, you see,
And what about your listeners that's keeping you in the job?
Yeah, I never think about them. I suppose I should, but
Well,
I
I
can't.
do know that, Jerry. You
I
don't
ca-
think about
no,
us.
I can't do that, you see, because this is why I've never become truly famous. I've always explained this to people. See, I am incapable of doing something that I don't like.
Jerry, you can stop taking a hand out of me.
I'm not taking a hand. Sean, am I
Indeed
taking a hand
you
out of
are,
her?
yes.
Am I taking a hand out of her?
You're trying.
Am I telling the truth?
No, and honestly, Maureen, that's him. He does his own thing, and he doesn't listen.
I am incapable of doing
He
anything
doesn't
I don't
listen,
like.
Maureen. We're fed up telling him to as well.
I can't. I admit you're right. I can't do anything that I can't talk to people I'm not interested in, and I can't do anything that I don't like. I just can't do it. That's why I'm not Eamon Holmes. No, because to become truly famous, you have to do things you don't like. Because you have to, say things that you like. Well,
But why? and years ago, Jerry, and until maybe this year, you were very good, your programme.
No, but you see, maybe you've just got a wee bit older.
Have you not?
No.
Have you not?
No, I'm the same age as I was 10 years ago.
Well, you're
No.
acting like you are, but you're not.
I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. I just can't.
Well, if you could please think of us middle-aged people in the mornings, want a little Irish music or a little classical music, but not that diabolical stuff. And before I go, Jerry,
Yes.
I would ask, I'm serious about this as well, very serious. I
Yes.
cringe.
Yes.
Every time you take the Lord's name,
Yes.
you do realise it's blasphemy, don't you?
Yes, I do. I've got a long list of sins round up in heaven, and I know I shouldn't do it. I'm sorry.
Well, we're all sinners, but I think that's dreadful, coming on the radio.
We're
the
all
Lord's
sinners,
name.
but some are worse than others, and I have to admit that I'm one of those. All right then, darling.
God
Thank
bless,
you.
and will you try?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you for that, Sean. I really enjoyed that call.
What do you say?
What do I say?
About this show? Warts and all.
Warts and all.
You take criticism, you'll take praise.
Isn't that what I'm playing?
That's nice.
It's lovely. Do you know what that's called?
No.
Sheep may safely graze. And the sheep who listen to this programme may safely graze and know that I will never, ever upset them or insult them. Thank you for listening. Back tomorrow.